Alright, see that? See how far that was? Okay, that's broken, that's satisfying, that is insane. And no one can deny it. Pulling someone off the map with Spider-Man is easily the coolest thing and the most satisfying thing you can do in Marvel Rivals. Every time I post these clips, I get the same question over and over. How you do this? I mean, I get it, there are some tutorials, but still people are asking. So today I'm finally breaking it all down. So if you want to learn this tech, how to practice it, how to execute it, and how to do it consistently in real games, this video is for you. Before we get into the actual tech, let's talk about the settings you need for Spider-Man, because if your settings are wrong, this tech becomes way harder to pull off. So first, go into your Spider-Man hero settings, make sure you have hold to swing turned off, simple swing also turned off. This is really important because both of these settings can mess with your control over the pull timing and the direction. Now, even with those off, you can still bind the simple swing to whatever key you want, so feel free to customize it. But those two settings must be disabled. Now, next, let's talk about the get over here targeting. For me, I personally prefer having the targeting on R and the ability itself on E. This layout makes it super quick to aim and pull at the same time, you know. Now, let's dive into the actual text. There are 4 different ways that I use to pull the enemies off the map, and we're going to go from the easiest all the way to the hardest. Tech number 1, the simple edge pull. This is the most basic and the easiest version. Here's how it works. You stand right on the edge, you jump, you pull, then you double jump, and after that you swing away to safety. Now the biggest mistake people make with this one is jumping before they pull. So people end up falling with the enemy or losing their height, and escaping becomes way harder. So here is the correct order. Jump, immediately pull, double jump to recover your height, then you can easily swing away to safety. Here is an example of how I use it in a real game, so you can see exactly how it works. Now, let's move on to the second tech, which is the b-hop pull. This one is a bit harder, and before you can do it, you absolutely need to learn how to b-hop properly. Here's how b-hopping works. You web zip toward the ground, and right before the web zip animation finishes, you cancel it with your cluster. Then the moment your feet touch the ground, you immediately jump again. So the pattern is web zip, cluster, jump. And the more you jump, the more momentum you build. Just keep jumping every single time you hit the ground. Once you're comfortable with b-hopping, the pull becomes really simple. You b-hop to build momentum, and then you pull the enemy off the map, and that's literally it. And if you want to pull even faster, you can use an animation cancel. So it goes like b-hop, web swing, pull, and then swing away or run away to safety. Now what you should not do is do not double jump while b-hopping. If you double jump, you instantly lose all your momentum, and your pull becomes way weaker, you won't throw enemies far, and you'll probably end up stuck in a bad position. Here is an example of how I use the b-hop in a real game, so you can see exactly how it works. Nice. Now for the tech number 3, we're going to the end of the practice range. This spot right here is honestly the best place to learn this tech. This is where I learned my very first pulls. This is where I built all my muscle memory, and it's all about muscle memory. Just stand here, set up the target, and repeat the sequence until it becomes natural. Now before I explain the tech itself, you need to understand one thing. When you uppercut, your ability to pull is red. That means you can't pull during the uppercut animation. So if you try to uppercut and then immediately pull, it won't work. The game literally blocks you. Because of that, we need to use a web swing to cancel the uppercut animation. And as soon as the swing cancel happens, the pull becomes available again. So the whole idea of this tech is to use the uppercut, swing cancel, then instantly pull. Now for the fourth and the final tech, This one is basically the same as the previous one, but instead of a normal web swing, we use a web zip to add more momentum and distance. So the sequence is web zip, uppercut, web swing, pull. And yes, we still need the animation cancel. Without it, the pull won't work during the uppercut. Here's how I usually do it. You want to start from a high ground. You have a few options to do it. A double jump, or attach a wall, or start from a ledge. Then web zip, uppercut, web swing, pull. The key idea is the same as the previous one. The web swing cancels the uppercut animation so you can pull instantly. Now the main difference is the momentum. Using the web zip instead of a normal swing gives you much more distance and speed, so you can pull enemies really far off the map. This one is the one I personally use the most for maximum pulls. Now, a couple of mistakes to watch out for. Do not web swing straight into the enemy. Hitting them will stop your swing. And keep some distance so you don't hit them with your uppercuts, because your uppercut knocks up the enemy and that would ruin your aim and your pull. And of course, make sure you're doing the animation cancel correctly. Without it, the pull won't happen. Now, what I can advise you is to start slow, repeat the sequence in the practice range until it feels natural. Once you master this, you'll be able to pull enemies long distances consistently. It has a lot of momentum and it's extremely satisfying when it works. And when it works, it should look something like this.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
And sometimes you might get scammed and something like this could happen, so don't be pissed.
Nah, you got no one, man. You got no one.
Ground and pound.
Bro,
Never miss.
Stand down! I'm gonna fucking tweak out.
Nice.
Alright, that's it for the tutorial. So a little advice from my experience. I started exactly how I showed you guys, just practicing in the practice range over and over until it became natural. After a while, my hand just does the combos automatically. I don't even have to think about it anymore. Now, I warm up for about like 10 minutes before I queue for like ranked matches. Sometimes I don't even warm up, but it's still a good habit. And if the queue is long, like 7 or 10 minutes, I just hop on the practice range while waiting in practice on this spot that I'm going to show you. Here, you can pull the bots out of the map, practice the combos, and get comfortable with all the techs. Honestly, this is the best way to get consistent with pulls and really build your muscle memory. That's how I do it now, and it works every time. Thanks so much for watching. If you want me to cover anything else, leave a comment below and I'll try to make a video about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this helped you, and I will see you in the next one.